VV Library with the Ukulele Kids Play Along. And today my songs aren't themed, but it's more a type of music. Now, I bet there's times that your teacher will say, oh, today we're going to read an animal story, or today we're going to look at a graphic novel, or today we're going to read nonfiction, a true book. Books have what's called genres. It's a type of thing. Well, music has genres too. There's rock, there's pop, there's heavy metal, there's classical, there's folk, there's all kinds of music, and one kind is called the blues. And I don't know if you've ever heard, I haven't heard many people around here say that, saying, oh, I'm feeling kind of blue today. That means that they're feeling kind of just a little bit down. They're maybe sad, or just it's not kind of up to things. Well, the blues are kind of like that. They're songs that that are about something that is bugging you right now. And sometimes it's fixed, sometimes it's not. And the 12-bar blues is a special form that there are a set of chords that are always played in this. We'll talk about that in a minute, but let's talk a little bit about the blues. Blues are considered to be an American form of music, and yeah, they come from the South here in America, but that's not who we thank for the blues at all. We need to go all the way back to the 1600s when people were taking ships and going and taking people from West Africa and bringing them over to the New World, over here to our country, to become slaves. So when they came, they brought the sound of music they had, and they brought this form. It comes from the field holler. And that was when the slaves were out working in the fields, and one person would call out, would sing. They would sing a phrase, usually about something that was really, really kind of making them feel blue. It's like they could be singing, "It's so hot today and I feel low." Well, then everybody else in the field would sing that same thing back. "It's so hot today and I feel low." And then the first person then would say, "I don't want to work. I wish I could go." And that was the holler. It's three sets of, three lines, two of them the same and one different. And so that became known as A, B. So A is that, it's so hot and I'm feeling low. It's so hot I'm feeling low. Same words, AA. B is, I don't want to work, I want to go, is different. And so that is really the birth of the blues, was the field holler that went on. They weren't written down, they just were a work song to help kind of make it through the day sort of thing. So most of the songs that we have been doing have got the chorus, verse, and whereas the blues, the true blues actually is that idea of there's some sort of thing that's bugging you, and either you're going to say that I'm not going to do it, or you're going to find a way to fix it. So that's kind of the birth of this whole thing. We've talked about how there are families of chords, and the one we play the most is C. So the C family is C, F, and G. And that's just C, F, and G, just like we've been doing a lot of C, Fs, and Gs. But to turn it into the blues, we have to take that C and make it a C7. We have to take that F, and guess what we're going to make it? An F7. And we have to take that G and make it a G7. So the blues would sound like this. Go back also to start again. So you've got the C7, the F7, and the G7. But we're not going to work with those, so don't even think about figuring out how to play them. We're going to be using the A family. And the chords in the A family are, we're using sevenths, so it's A7, which is a nice one-fingered chord. And we're going to use D7, which is a nice two-fingered chords. And the last one we're going to use is E7, and that one is less familiar. We're going to do some practice on them. And so the way that the 12-bar blues go, a bar is just another word for a measure. And in music, that's how we kind of divide up. They're usually 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a measure. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2 measures right there. That's how it divides up. And in this, there are 12 bars. So it is, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 of them that all are A7s. So then we're going to do D7, D7, and then back to A7. And then we have 1 E7, and then D7, and then A7 twice. So that is the 12-bar blues pattern. It's A, D, D, A, E7, D7, and a couple of A7s. I'll put this up so you can see because we're gonna work on this a little bit. So to start off with, let's play the A, and I want to try. I really like this strumming pattern and what it's going to be because it gives us some time to think is why I like it. So if we're going to mute our, so we don't have any. What I want you to do is go down, up, and then just kind of clap your hand there. Try that. Just down, up. And you can clap here, you can clap. This is, because the ukulele also is a rhythm instrument too, and a lot of times when you're playing, there are songs that have that pattern. But I like it because we can go, then we have time to move our fingers around. And then, so it'll give us a chance to try that. Should we try that? I'm going to put up, I'll put it up better, but this is the form of it right here. And these are a different kind of chord boxes. A lot of times people use this rather than having all the words written out. If they know the words, they'll just use these for the chords. So we have A, well, A7, 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 D7, D7, A7, A7, E7, D7, A7, A7. And since these are not the most familiar chords, what we're going to do is we're going to ignore this. We're going to play 4 A7s, and then 4 D7s, and then 4 A7s, and 4 E7s. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're changing. And then back to the A7 in between, because when we get to the E7, we'll be coming from the A7. And then back to A7. And these are the chords for all of our songs today. So by doing this, we're getting ready for our songs. All right, so we try it. So, and this is one that we're going to want to play not down in the position, but use an up position. Anytime that you've got that D in there, even though we're just using 2 fingers of it. And with this one, you can, if you start with your first finger, you can just kind of reach right over it. So let's try. Here we go with the A. A, 4, go to the D7. Back to the A7. And now that E7, that's the... So let's try that again. I will tell you that for some reason that the chords up this high on them, they may hurt your fingers a bit more than others. So, but it's a good key for this. It's pretty easy to get from the the A to the E7, slip over and drop the 2 in place there. So you're here. So let's try that here. We got our A ready. 1, 2, ready, go. D. Get ready, think about that E is coming. Back to the... All right, let's try doing them in the order that they really are. So we've got, we have 4 A7s, 2 D7s, 2 A7s, only 1 E7, a D, and A. So let's do in that same pattern because it gives you a little bit of time to think. So it goes like this. This is the way it is. So it's 2, 3. Get ready for the D. We're only doing 2 of those. 1. Back to AA. Here we go with the E. So it's kind of faster. That E7, E7. You'll find that not all of the songs that we're doing follow this perfectly. But now that you've heard this, I'm going to send you to a little thing if you want to write your own blues. And you're going to do that A. In other words, you're going to come up with a phrase. And I just made up, what a dream I had last night. And so my lines are, what a dream I had last night. What a dream I had last night. Turned out fine, and the world's all right. So I made mine positive, but I've got some others in here. I forgot my notebook, and I've got a test. Every day I feel so low. You know, just different things. Try to find, if you do it, try to find words that you can have something you can rhyme with. Find those rhyming words first. So here's mine. All right, ready for this? So, oh, what a dream I had last night. Oh, what a dream I had last night. Turned out fine. The world's all right. If I wanted another verse, you could go back to that E7. Oh, what a dream I had. And you can use any tune you'd like. Just kind of, I just did kind of a very standard thing. You know, it could be, oh, what a dream I had last night. Oh, what a dream I had last night. It's a night. Turned out fine, and the world's all right. So you can make up any tune at all you'd like with it at all. So that's a challenge I have for you. Try to write your own blues. All right, so should we try it? It's familiar. Here we go. It goes like this. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Familiar tune. So it's just Mary had a little lamb, but it's using those chords. And in fact, when you're playing that A7, that's your first chord right here. So just Mary had a little lamb. Instead of 7, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And again, every time that E7 to the D7. And you can do just one strum. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. You can do it with just the one strum on the chords until you get it practicing between anything between the E7 is a great chord though. It changes the sound of so many things. So I know we've done it before, but I really wanted to put that today in the forefront. So that's one we're going to do is just Mary Had a Little Lamb. Another one that I've got is a folk song called Mama Don't Allow. And this one too. This one hasn't been changed. This is the way the song goes. And so that one, let you hear how it sounds before we get to the play along. And it is in the same order. Sometimes it's funny, some of these are not exactly in the same order. I think this one has one line. Yeah, they add rather than having, which normally there's 3 lines, they add some lines of extra line to this one. So it goes, Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Well, we don't care what Mama allows, we're gonna play our music anyhow. Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Oh, I kind of got a little bit off there at the end. And the other verses I have are, Mama don't allow no ukulele playing round here. Mama don't allow no ukulele playing round here. Well, we don't care what Mama allows, we're gonna play our ukuleles anyhow. Mama don't allow no ukulele playing round here. And here's one you can add a foot stomp to. Mama don't allow no foot stomping round here. Mama don't allow no foot stomping round here. Well, we don't care what Mama allows, we're gonna stomp our feet anyhow. Mama don't allow no foot stomping round here. So that's just one that uses that chord pattern of the 12-bar blues. And the other one is actually a rock song. There's quite a few rock songs. The Beatles have a couple that they use the 12-bar blues in. But this is an older one. I know it from it's just an old song called Rock Around the Clock. And Bill Haley and the Comets, who did a long time ago. All right, so this one, it's off a little bit. At the beginning of this, there's like a little intro. And then once we get beyond the intro, things are back into the right order. So the intro just goes 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. So that's just the intro to it. So it's 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. It gives you an extra A7 to practice. Put your glad rags on and join me, hun. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. And all the verses, they sound kind of the same. So let's look at this one more time, a little intro before we go into the play along. So we're gonna start on the A, so it's 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, and once you get to the glad rags, the other one's just the one chord. When you get to the glad rags, you can strum up and down, or you can just do a down or dum dum. Put your glad rags on and join me, hun. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 4, 3, 2, 3, and 4, if the band slows down, we'll yell for more. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. And there's more verses here. When the chimes ring 5, 6, and 7, we'll be right in 7th heaven. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. And we keep going, it's not time yet. When it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, I'll be going strong, and so will you. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. In the last verse, when the clock strikes 12, we'll cool off then. Start a rockin' around the clock again. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. All right, so that's what rock around the clock sounds like. Yeah, a lot of the Beatles, the Rolling Stones loved the 12-bar blues. They made several recordings of things in that. So it is something that that I think is important to know as one of a genre of music is the blues. So and again, our blues are they're the A blues, because our first is an A chord, and its little friends, its family members are D and E7. The E7 is the hardest of the bunch. All right, so we start with our play along. We'll start off with the 12-bar blues version of Mary Had a Little Lamb, and to get our first note, we just play the A chord. It's where your finger is, right there. So here we go. So Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. Made the children laugh and play, laugh and play, laugh and play. Made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. And this one, all right, Mama Don't Allow. This is a song I really like. Mama Don't Allow, and it's the same chords. Mama don't allow, there's where that one starts. Now Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Well, we don't care what Mama allows, we're gonna play our music anyhow. Mama don't allow no music playing round here. Mama don't allow no ukulele playing round here. Mama don't allow no ukulele playing round here. Well, we don't care what Mama allows, we're gonna play our ukuleles anyhow. Mama don't allow no ukulele playing round here. Mama don't allow no foot stomping round here. Mama don't allow no foot stomping round here. Well, we don't care what Mama allows, we're gonna stomp our feet anyhow. Mama don't allow no foot stomping round here. I was a little loose with the melody in there, but I think that's fine to do with the blues. And Rock Around the Clock. Bill Haley in the comments, I think we're the first to do it. But it's been done by other groups. All right. I'm gonna get this in so I can see it. Nope, same chord. Here we are. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on and join me, hon. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 1, 2, 3, and 4, if the band slows down, we'll yell for more. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the chimes ring 5, 6, and 7, we'll be right in 7th heaven. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, I'll be going strong, and so will you. I'm gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. I'm gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 12, we'll cool off then, start a-rocking around the clock again. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. There we go. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed, just learning a different style of music. Just remember that this it is an American form of music, but it actually does come from the people, the slaves that were brought over from West Africa. And it comes from what was the field holler. And so your challenge is take a look. I'm going to include this along with the sheets, and I've got some starts, but maybe think about what's bugging you. You know, like there were a couple in here I put in. I was thinking I couldn't find my cat the other day, and so I thought, so I can't find my cat and don't know what to do, but I figured that I could, if I didn't find her, I could, the last line. So if I was to do, I couldn't find my cat and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find my cat and I don't know what to do. I can't find her and I feel so blue. So try to find rhyming words. So I've got like every day I feel so low, or oh, it's my birthday, my friend didn't call. You know, just different things that are problems that people would have. Some of it I put kind of loose, like if you see me walking down the street, you know, you could be that you're dragging your feet, or you could be that you're feeling upbeat, you know, so just try to do that. And with that, you know, you're going to use for the first line is going to be all the A7s. The second, you can take your time doing, the second line is going to be D7, D7, and back to the A7. And that last line is going to be the E7, D7, A7. So it's, you know, it's all A7s the first line. The second line, it's half D7s. Back to the A7. The last one is that E7, D7, A7. So you try to fool around with that. See if you can come up with, you know, what are you blue about? You know, what is it? One I put in here, I thought was one, I'm stuck in the house and I want to go play. You know, that's, I feel the same that way now. I feel stuck in the house and I want to go out and do something. So see if you can come up with a blue. And that is it. All right, so I will see you next week. And next week I'm doing something I'm calling 2-chord wonders. And those are songs that only have 2 chords. And they're great songs that only have 2 chords in them. So, in fact, I don't think any of them are weird chords either. But you'll be surprised when you hear you know, what you can do with just 2 little chords and not have to have a whole page full of them. All right, so I hope to see you next week. I hope you have a great week. And we didn't really tune or do anything this week, but something that one exercise I can give you to do is if you put your fingers down over here on the A string, put down your first finger on the first fret, second finger on the second fret, third on the third. This is really kind of pretty. You're playing a C because you can't hear what's back behind it. But something you can try is try doing, you know, that strum. Then pick up your and that is just another little coordination. Try different strums. A little exercise you can do to build some finger strength in your fretting hand, and also, so this is a C. This is, you know, all forms of the C. This is a C major 7 and a C7. So we know 2 of those. So this one is a C major 7 there in between. So that you can learn. You have 3 different C chords, and it sounds kind of pretty. And actually, the beginning of a Beatles song too. So, all right. So I will see you next week. Bye bye.